What is going on, everybody? I just got done watching what was one of my most highly anticipated movies of the entire year, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, and I gotta be honest, it lived up to all the hype, lived up to all the expectations, at least I had for it as a massive fan of the Mission Impossible franchise. I think that the last three that have come out are some of like the top tier action spy thriller movies that we've really ever seen. They're awesome movies. They have an extremely high level of quality. They usually don't let you down. There's always some twists and turns that you're not necessarily expecting. Dead Reckoning Part 1 definitely lived up to that. I think this movie's going to do incredible things. I will try to keep most of this spoiler-free. Might go into a couple spoilers at the end. I will give you a warning before I do. First of all, the action set pieces, it doesn't get any better than what you see with Tom Cruise in the Mission Impossible movies. They always try to do something that's next level that no one's ever done before, whether it's hanging off a plane as it's taking off a runway, or in this case, whether it's jumping off a cliff in a motorcycle with a parachute on, as Tom Cruise showed time and time again. They used that in the marketing for this movie. Even though you knew it's coming, even though you've seen it before, when you see it happen in the theater, it just goes dead silent, and there's people that are saying, holy shit, in the theater. Like, that's how impactful it was. A car chase sequence where Tom Cruise is one-handed, handcuffed to somebody. A train sequence that does bring you back to those moments that you feel in the first Mission Impossible movie all the way back in the 90s. Overall, the action set pieces were top-notch from beginning to end. This movie I think some people are going to have a little complaints with the start of it. It starts just a little bit slow, but it's taking itself very seriously and explaining to you all these things that are going to happen. It is a long movie. Its runtime somewhere, it's over 2.5 hours, maybe 2 hours, 45 minutes, somewhere around there. Once you get into it, it does not feel like that at all in any way, shape, or form. And going in, it's going to be a part 1, so you're kind of interested in how they're going to end it. Is it just going to be a straight cliffhanger? Is there going to be some sort of resolution? I think they did it in the best way, where you do have, there's more work to be done, and there's a lot of danger still out there, but it ends in a way that's satisfying, at least I think. Now, the plot of this, we heard before, we kind of knew going into it. It actually surrounded something that's very interesting for current day, which is AI, and also, governments kind of controlling the news, controlling what people hear, controlling the truth. Now, there's certainly no political statements being made in this movie, nothing like that. That's not something you have to worry about, but it's just about all governments wanting to get their hands on that type of power and how dangerous that could potentially be. And the way it's utilized in the story is interesting because obviously, just in the same way as current day and age, we're completely connected. We're online all the time. So what happens if you have an enemy that uses that against you in every way you could possibly imagine? What if they can fake voices? What if they can do all of these things and the kind of ramifications that can have? We did see a lot of faces from past Mission Impossible movies. Ilsa is back, who's been in the last 2 movies. Alana, the arms dealer, and her brother, who were in Mission Impossible Fallout, they're back as well as Kittredge, which you saw from the first trailer. Somebody back from the first Mission Impossible series. He plays a huge role in this. And I do want to get into spoilers. Before I do, I just want to say I got to give this movie my highest possible recommendation. Go see it. I do think you should probably watch, at least understand what the first 6 movies are about. It's not necessarily you have to watch it, but there's some powerful stuff that happens. If you aren't familiar with it, it's probably not going to hit as hard for you. Overall, I mean, just right out of the theater, I don't know what I would give it, maybe a 9 or something, like right off the bat. It lived up to every one of my expectations that I had for it, so highly recommend. In terms of spoilers, a lot of this movie is about how important all the people that Ethan has in his life, his friends, are to him, and he loses one of those. Ilsa dies in this, which they kind of did a fake out, which you knew wasn't real, a fake out of her death in the beginning, and then she actually does die. And it's a big moment for Ethan. She's been, again, this is the 3rd movie that she's been in. She's obviously a really important part of Ethan's life. Her death is pretty big, but obviously the mission continues. Grace, the new character that's brought into this, I think she was good. I do think she was trying to betray Ethan every step along the way till finally she got in a situation where she couldn't, and she learns to trust him, and that definitely does not lead her astray. Overall, go watch this movie. Dead Reckoning Part 2, hopefully coming out next year. Cannot wait. This was awesome. It's great to go to a movie theater with somebody who respects the audience, who respects the fans, and wants to give something for everyone to enjoy, not just geared towards one particular person. This is a movie for everybody, and I think it's going to do incredible things at the box office. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments section below, and I'll talk to you later.